This is Appalachian Television Omni Media, improving America. I think I've broken through. Signal's holding for now. If you can hear this, stay with me. It's 3:02 in the morning. This is midnight in the Wasteland. And if you're still tuned in, I've got a story tonight about memory and how sometimes it doesn't know when to let go. It's about a man named Eli and a machine named Gus. Eli was a scaver, the quiet kind, not much for conversation. He'd been picking through the ruins of old Appalachia since he was old enough to hold a crowbar. Didn't trust anyone, didn't get attached. Because out here, anything you care about gets taken away. One night, Eli found himself near the old Route 96 diner, one of those crumbling pre-war places with the neon long dead and the booths filled with dust and rat roach nests. He wasn't looking for much. Maybe an old radio part, a box of spoiled sugar, something he could trade. Instead, he found a corpse made of rust and wire, half buried behind the counter, slumped, like it had just sat down for a cup of coffee 50 years too late. Was an Assaultron. Not much to look at. One arm hanging loose, paint long since flaked off, a single flickering eye. It should have been scrap. But Eli had a habit of poking things he shouldn't, so he spent the next 3 hours on his back in the dust, rewiring old circuits, patching in power from busted fusion cells. And when he flipped the switch, the Assaultron blinked to life. Now you'd expect the usual bark from one of these things. Please present identification. This area is under lockdown. That kind of thing. But this one didn't do that. First thing it said was, "Is it morning yet? Did the girls wake up?" Eli thought it was a glitch. Some pre-war voice tape scrambled in the data core. He almost powered it back down. Then it said, "I need to find them. They'll be scared without me." Gus. That's what the ID plate read. Gus didn't know he was a robot. He thought he was a father. Over the next few weeks, Eli kept the old bot around. Maybe out of pity. Maybe out of curiosity. Maybe just because it was the first thing in years that didn't try to kill him. Gus talked to himself, mostly. Talked about his wife. Talked about his 2 daughters. The girls, he called them. He'd stop in the middle of a field, scanning the horizon with that broken eye, saying he thought he heard them laughing. And every night, before Eli powered him down, Gus would say, "We're almost home." Eli didn't tell him the truth. Didn't tell him the diner was empty, and whatever family Gus remembered was long dead and gone. Because some things don't need to be said. It was weeks later when it finally went wrong. They were scavenging in an old trailer lot near Beckley. Eli was inside a rusted camper when he heard shouting. Not raiders. A family. Real people. A father, a mother, 2 kids. Gus had spotted them, and in that flickering, cracked data core, he thought he had found his family. Eli ran outside, saw the whole thing. Gus was trying to grab the woman, arms shaking, voice glitching. "Darling, come home. You're safe now." The family was screaming. Eli yelled for Gus to stop. Tried to pull him back, but you can't unstick a memory once it's dug in deep. The Assaultron didn't let go. When it was over, the family was gone, ran off into the hills. Gus stood there, arms slack, voice looping over and over. "Why won't they come home?" Eli didn't try to explain. That night, he took Gus back to the diner. sat him down behind the counter, right where he had found him. Patched in just enough power for one more charge. Then Gus powered up, and Eli said, "The girls are home now." The Assaultron blinked, settled back against the wall, and said, "That's good. They'll be safe without me." And then he shut down. Some things in this world keep walking long after they're supposed to stop. And sometimes, the only kindness you can offer is to let them rest. This is NIGHTWATCH. I'll be here tomorrow night, telling the stories no one else will. Until then, stay safe out there. And remember, some ghosts aren't trying to haunt you. They're just trying to get home.